Liverpool versus everybody. We are happy to have again GBCTV. Say what's up, man.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Look all messed up.
Uh, yeah,
You can
man.
see me?
But yeah, what'd you say?
You can see me?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good.
All right.
Um, so it was a pretty, in my opinion, uneventful um first day of the weekend games. I
The,
guess the game that most people look forward to was Tottenham against Arsenal. And I have to say, man, I don't think I've ever seen such a kind of dry North London derby, man. It was really strange. It was really strange. Tottenham probably should have won by about 4 or 5 at least. So I think Petacek probably, saved them a bit um, to an extent, making a couple saves, but also Spurs just missed some chances. And then Lacazette blowing two point blank. I think the second one was even more of a shock that he missed. I mean that's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Now I don't know if this is like him losing confidence because Wenger has been kind of like playing him sporadically. He hasn't really been starting, but you know maybe he's being found out because I always used to wonder why not more teams were going after him. He was in Marseille, in my opinion, for far too long, and I never really understood that.
but the thing is, dude, he haven't even been playing consistent. And when he
Or
gets the
Leon,
chance,
sorry, Leon.
yeah. And when he gets the chance, he don't do nothing with it. But the thing about it is like, Wenger need to play him together. You know what I mean? With a two-man partnership. Because none of these guys could create for themselves. So they need each other. If they're playing with each other on the pitch and they get to know each other, and Mickey and Ozil is behind them, I think there'll be trouble. But playing them especially like I said, playing them up top alone, ain't nothing good gonna come out of it.
Yeah. What's up in the chat room, Mame, Dominic? Yeah, thanks for that,
Hey,
man.
my man's here.
I said Marseille, but yeah, definitely Leon. Um, yeah, I agree with you, man. I think, and I was looking at Arsenal fan TV, and a couple people were saying the same thing, especially towards the end. It should have gone 4-4-2, try to put Aubameyang and Lacazette. That'd have been a really good threat for Spurs, or against Spurs. But they never did that, so I thought that was kind of strange.
But respect to Dembele and Dyer, man. Dembele is a
Oh
stud,
yeah,
man.
oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I don't rate Dyer that much. He's good, but Dembele for sure. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have Wanyama and Dembele in the middle. I don't know if
You
Wanyama
know
is
Wanyama, it's my bad. Probably
not good.
Wanyama because he just came back from injury
Well, that's what
and
I
he played.
thought, but he looked pretty damn good against us last week. So I don't know. I think at the end of the day, when he's fully fit, that's the combo, right? You're gonna have Wanyama and Dembele in the middle of the park. But yeah, so that was an interesting game, man. I was surprised that it was just very uneventful.
Arsenal didn't do nothing the
And
second half. They had the ball most of the time, but they couldn't penetrate the Spurs defense, man. Ozil
well,
was
it
nowhere
was
to be
a
found.
it was a yeah, it was a weird. I forgot he was even in the game until the last set piece that he took at the end of the game. But it was a weird tactical approach, I think, from Arsenal. I say weird because, in my opinion, actually I shouldn't say weird, but I think Liverpool and Arsenal, for everything that both teams have going forward, everyone knows we have some faults defensively. And I don't know if Arsene Wenger thought he can kind of do what Klopp did, because Klopp sat back a bit in that game. To my surprise, against Tottenham, we let them have a lot of the ball, soaked it all up, and luckily, they didn't really trouble us too much. And when they did, we were able to defend it pretty well until the end, of course. But I don't know if Arsene Wenger had that same kind of mentality where he felt like, let's give them the ball, and then try to catch them on the counter. But
But
whatever
why
his
do
tactics
that?
were, they didn't really seem to work.
Black, why do that? When your best chance of winning the game is letting like your front three do the job. Just like Irvington, your defense is suspect. Shaka don't come in like don't do the job every week in and week out. So why rely on your defense when Arsenal is one of the worst top six, like probably the worst at playing team defense? You get what I'm trying to say? So it's
Yeah,
like
that's
I
what I'm
didn't
saying.
get it.
Yeah, it was a strange choice by Arson. But he, you know, as Arsene Wenger, man, he comes off the wall with some things. But yeah, I just feel like Lacazette, man, I don't know. That's in a big game like that. Um, he's gonna get the fans to turn on him real quick. But I mean, I think Lacazette is a good player. I mean, I don't think he's. I just don't know what it is, man. I don't
You
know what it
think
is with
you
him.
think he's Premier League top four? Well, Premier League top six type striker.
Nah, not this season. Nah. I mean, I think he came, it's hard to say. He came on really strong, I think, in the first, couple weeks of the season. I think he has I think he's on the same goals tally as Nacho Monreal. So that says a lot. Him and Monreal have the same amount of goals.
But Nacho
So
not a forward, my man.
that's my point. If you got the same amount of goals as your defender, something's not right. That's my
But
point.
forget
But
Arsenal, man. You seen a
yeah, so
boomerang? Not a boomerang. You saw Michi Batshuayi celebration.
nah.
Yo, he scored for Dortmund. You know what I mean? For the game today, he basically scored today and did a boomerang type celebration, doing a backflip.
Oh yeah.
He said that he was gonna do that. I thought that was crazy, man.
Yeah. I think the other game that, at least for myself, I thought it would be somewhat decent. It looks like City is losing a couple players. Um, Leicester with the issue with Riyad Mahrez. But I thought, especially when they got the goal back in the first half, I thought, okay, you know what, this might be an interesting game.
Yeah,
But
me
City
too.
just ran all. City ran. I mean, they just dragged them all over the field, man. Aguero got 4 goals. I mean, it was just ridiculous, man. Watching the rest of that game. Well, until I knocked out, but so that was a little disappointing. But most of the other game we had a draw, and then we had West Ham was shockingly beat Watford 2-0. I didn't see that happening. Swansea still doing their thing. They beat Burnley, which we all know is a tough side. Everton bouncing back against Crystal Palace, and then the other boring game, Stoke and Brighton.
You
But
saw
yeah,
you saw the Real game?
Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, okay. They beat Real Sociedad, I think 5-2. Ronaldo scored a hat trick. Modric was basically instrumental. Now, I mean, good job by Zidane though. At least they won't be talking about him getting sacked for another week.
That's the thing. You get a win, and for at least a week, people can kind of be quiet. And I guess Ronaldo is back. Because people try to say for some reason he fell off or something. It's Ronaldo, man. You're gonna have days, maybe weeks, maybe a month where you might not be, doing that well. But he's still Ronaldo. So it's probably good for them to be doing that right before Champions League starts up because they're gonna need him, of course.
Mm-hmm. What they say in the comments?
Let me see. Everybody just saying what's up. We got Adam said De Bruyne tonight should have had him as my captain in fantasy league. Do fantasy league next year. Yeah. No, I mean De Bruyne again, man. He's just showing how amazing he is as far as distribution. I mean, the passes that he makes, it's just unreal. Some of these passes, man. I mean, just right on cue, up on a silver platter for his teammates. It's just crazy, man. The first goal he gave to or assisted to Sterling, which is unbelievable, man. The perfect curl on it. It looks so. The game seems to come so easy to him when it comes to set pieces or crosses or whatever, man. It's amazing.
Black. The thing is, bro, when teams, all right, like I said, City was playing, Vardy got the equalizer. They was keeping like a little body on, De Bruyne. Then the second half come, and they just let that boy roam free. De Bruyne is a player, as long as you got a strong midfield, you keep a body on him, you don't give him space, he ain't the same type of player, man. But when you got a million years on the ball, not taking away anything from his greatness, but when you got a million years on the ball, man, any professional will make good out of it. But it is what it is.
I don't agree with that. I mean, if that was the case, everybody would be doing it. I get your point, but I mean, I got to get a guy credit, man. He's a baller, but I get your point. Like, definitely, players like that, you got to get up in their face, be physical with them, like you said, don't give them no space. I definitely agree with that, no question. I think it's frustrating. I think some teams and some players, they have this kind of intimidation that they feel when they play City. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And they feel like, oh, we're playing City today. Let's just go ahead and concede the loss. You know, so they need more teams to step up to them and actually play them. And I think last week Burnley did that pretty well for the most part. I think it was Burnley they played. Um,
But
Marlon says, "What's up, Marlon? How you doing, man?" He said, "De Bruyne is class." Yeah, he's a good player, man. He's a good player. So I mean, I, I don't feel like he's a player that's going to drop off all of a sudden in the coming seasons. You know what I mean? I think he'll keep this level and maybe even raise it more. Um,
so who would you
but yeah,
pick,
again, for
Ericsson or
what?
De Bruyne?
Oh, De Bruyne,
Ericsson,
no question. De
for real?
Bruyne. Yeah, I don't rate Ericsson like that. He has
The
to, for me he has too many games that he takes off where he's just kind of absent. You know, I mean, he's good for a nice set piece or a good pass like De Bruyne, but I always thought that was a funny comparison because it's funny you say that because a lot of people compare them to when they talk about similar style players, which I guess they kind of are in a way. But I don't know. I would much prefer De Bruyne
so with
over.
over yeah. So do all the games that I played today that have been played, the results came out. So who you really think gonna miss top four?
That's still tough to see, man. Because again, it's so tight. You know, Spurs just jumped above us for the time being until tomorrow. Was really hoping Arsenal could at least get a draw at that game. I think I'm still going with Chelsea, man. I think Chelsea's going to miss out. I think it'll be United, City, us, and Spurs. Uh,
Oh, so you
on
got
paper,
Chelsea and Arsenal missing?
oh, Arsenal's been gone. They're not getting no damn top four. They might get Europa spot. They're not getting no damn top four though.
But yo,
Not
this is
happening. I
crazy.
mean,
You see how the Premier. Go ahead.
no, I'm done. Good.
You see how the Premier League basically like just evolved, son. It's like it used to be almost the same top four teams every year, and now big teams like Arsenal and Chelsea is like in the midst of it of missing this shit. It's like that shit is crazy competitive, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of saw this coming with Arsenal, especially after last season. You know, that was the first time in a long time, maybe the first under Arsenal, or it hasn't been. I mean, they was pretty much going to Champions League every single season, top four every season. So once that happened, fan base started to kind of go against each other. I kind of saw this happening for Arsenal. It's not really a surprise to me. And they can hate on Tottenham all they want for not winning anything, but it looks like Tottenham is definitely peaking and improving every season, whereas Arsenal are kind of dropping off. You know, back to back finishing second from Tottenham. This year they've had a little bit of a drop, but that's more of I think of other teams as being much better, improving, like you said, especially City. Um, but I just think Tottenham right now are a better team than Arsenal, and Arsenal fans, of course, being their rivals, they won't ever want to admit that, but Tottenham's just a better team than them. It's simple as that. It's obvious to anybody who watches. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, you can see that Tottenham is a better team. Let me read some of these comments.
Yo, go ahead.
Marlon says, "Can you imagine the scenes when Virgil van Dijk scores a top header against Southampton tomorrow evening and rubs it in Saints fans' face? Yeah, that would be great.
Woo.
That would be great. And I think he's going to score. He's been unlucky lately with set pieces, connecting on them, but I think he might get one. He also says, last season, the last season I said Arsenal wouldn't finish in the top four, and I was right. Yeah, they're definitely falling off. Adam says, I honestly think this year is just keep Arsenal and Tottenham out, as it will get third, Chelsea fourth. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, honestly, I don't care where we place, man. I just want the Champions League spot. I really don't care. Um, I'm excited about the Champions League coming up. It's going to be a lot of good matchups.
Yep.
I mean, I think
So
Chelsea on paper. Go ahead. Go ahead.
before you say what you was about to say, questions for you and the subscribers, like and the people watching the chat. So if Arsenal miss top four and Chelsea meets top four, do you guys think that Chelsea will be able to keep N'Golo Kante? Do you think they'll be able to keep, Hazard? And do you think they'll be able to and Arsenal will be able to keep not Sanchez, Ozil, even though he just signed a new contract due to missing the top four?
My response to that is Ozil is staying. I mean, he's getting paid a lot of money. It's about money to him. You can see that because if it wasn't, he would have been gone. So I think It's either that or he saw that bringing Aubameyang in was gonna and Mkhitaryan was gonna like I don't know uplift Arsenal. I don't know. I don't think he's leaving though. N'Golo Kante is an interesting question. You saw how quick he left Leicester, and that was after winning the title. So that could be interesting. I think there'll be a lot of people probably trying to get N'Golo. We don't even know what the manager situation is going to be with Chelsea. I'd imagine that if a new manager does come in, he's not going to want to get rid of N'Golo. At the same time, maybe he sees a different midfielder playing in there. So, Dominic says he can see Conte going to Paris. That probably would be a good one. Van Dyke LFC's in the chat. What's up, man? Let's see. Adam says Hazard will go. The rest will stay, I think. Mama says Hazard will leave no matter what. Yeah, I think Hazard's definitely gone. Real Madrid somewhere. I think he's been there long enough, and he's gotten a title or two. I can't remember, but he's won enough there, and things are just falling apart at Chelsea. It looks like so. I'm sure he probably wants to jump ship. Did you see the clip of him of David Luiz trying to dap him up after he scored against Watford, and he just kind of moved his hand out the way?
Who?
So after Hazard scored in the Watford game, he's running back, to the center circle.
To the players. Yeah.
And David Luiz put his hand out to say, good shot or whatever, and he put his hand behind his back and just kept running around him.
That's disrespectful, man.
So I don't know. I don't really know how much to put into that, but I just thought it was interesting. It to me showed everything in a nutshell what Hazard thought about this team. It's like he's out there doing it for himself, really. And as long as he's getting his, and doing well before the World Cup and get his move in the summer, I think that's what he'll continue to do.
I think like if Chelsea ended up not getting top 4, the two players that if they lose, they'll just totally be like garbage. If they lose Azpilicueta, they left back and they right back. If they lose those two players, it's over. Those two players are the cornerstone to that team, man. They make that team tick, but it's probably because of Conte's system as well. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, Marlon says Hazard will fit in Real Madrid's diving team. He said Chelsea are finished. West Brom are going to turn them over tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised, man, because again, that manager his mind is totally somewhere else. I mean, we're used to seeing this guy very animated on the touchline. He's lost that. When was the last time you seen him, do anything that showed any excitement to be a manager for Chelsea? Some of the things he's saying in the press conferences, it's just, man, Chelsea is falling apart. Go ahead, you gonna say something?
No, finish. I was gonna elaborate on what you said.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy because again, this is like the second season after winning the title, and things just fall apart. And we know there's a bunch of different reasons to that. But at the same token, they got enough players on that team where they shouldn't be losing the way they are losing to the teams that they're losing to. But go ahead.
But the thing is, man, he should knows that like. I don't know how like the owner Ibrahimovic like sell these coaches these dreams, telling them like, come to Chelsea, you're getting this contract, you're getting this type of money, and you identify your targets to me. The first year they'll get their target. Then soon as they win the title, it's like they always get like C-class players. Like you really like. Let me ask you a question, Black. You think Drinkwater is supposed to be at Chelsea?
No. But that's one of many that shouldn't be there. Eric, Russ Barkley shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing. I feel like Conte's almost laughing at them. Like, you really just give because I find it hard to believe that Antonio wanted any of those players, man. I can't. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it.
He didn't. So Russ Barkley don't even fit the system.
Yeah. So we got 10 or 9 viewers in. Thanks, guys. What's up? If I didn't shout you out yet, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Let me read some of these comments. Let's see. So Adam says, who are we worried about in this Southampton team tomorrow? Personally, Lamina for sure. But they got this guy, I think he's from Monaco. Who did they pick up recently? They picked up
Buffal.
Somebody help me in the chat. I forget the guy's name who they just picked up. I don't know if he'll play, start, whatever.
Is he a striker?
Yeah, yeah,
I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah. I can't think of his name. Oh, Carrillo, Dominic. Thanks, man. Carrillo,
Yeah,
Carrillo.
he a beast, Black. He a beast.
Yeah, yeah. So he could definitely be of help to them, I guess. You know, Tadic, who I don't really
Yes,
rate,
I
but I
like this
mean,
guy. I like him.
yeah, he can pop up here and there. Bufal, they got some guys, and I mean, you think about Southampton, and it's really kind of surprising what's going on with them this season because last few seasons they've been finishing the top 10 and doing really good, and we all know they got a really good youth system there and a great they have great people in their club that can go out and get players.
Scouters.
Scouts. Thanks, what's the word I was thinking about? They got great scouters. So they got a good team, and obviously the familiarity with getting players from them seemingly almost every season. Last season we couldn't even beat them, I think, out of 4 games, so that was tough. St. Mary's will be a difficult trip, man. Don't get it twisted. And if there's any games and teams that I get a little bit nervous before we play them, it's teams like this because they tend to step up against us. Players who might be kind of mediocre are very, very good when they play against Liverpool. So it'll be tough. It'll be a tough environment. Of course, Virgil van Dijk will get the boos and the whistles and all that. But I think Virgil van Dijk, of all the Southampton players that we have, well, maybe Mane as well. They're not
even thinking about Mane no more. They're not thinking about Mane no more.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know they pretty much dislike Lovren a lot, and I'm sure Virgil van Dijk being so recent coming to us, I'm sure he'll get the boos, but I think he'll be able to handle it.
I think he'll score tomorrow.
I was on a podcast yesterday. I said 3-0, but I'm changing that to I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep 3-0. I think it's a matter of if we score first. If we can score first and jump on them early, I think we get it. If we let them hang around, let them get a goal or whatever, get them some confidence, and they can just sit back, then we're in trouble. It might be another Swansea game. But I'm confident we'll go in and do it. Let me see some of these comments. Marlon says we will put them in the bottom 3. I hope so.
So if you guys lose tomorrow, how you guys gonna view your season?
Oh, I mean, I'm still confident we'll get top 4 no matter what. I don't think we're gonna lose out on top 4 this season. Tomorrow's a big game. Tomorrow, no question. And it's funny because on the podcast we were discussing, is it more important to focus more on this game? Like, which game is more important? This game tomorrow against Southampton or the first game away to Porto? And I thought it was a good question, but a very hard one to answer because
Southampton.
They're both equally important. Yeah, that's what I said at the end of the day. Porto is definitely important, but we have to the Premier League. How Tottenham just jumped us. Of course, we don't know what Chelsea's going to do. We can't leave it in other teams' hands. We got to get this win, man. This is an important game, big game. So I'd be interested to see how Klopp rotates the squad if he chooses to do that. Keeping an eye on Porto, but if I know Klopp, he's probably thinking, nah, you know what? I'm gonna play my full strength and play full strength against Porto. We got to just, this is the squad I have. We got to go with it. I think he might sit one of the forward 3, Mane, Salah, or Firmino. If I had to pick one, maybe Firmino. He's playing a lot of football, man. I don't know if he puts Solanke up there, but yeah.
Solanke need a couple more opportunities,
Yeah.
Solanke definitely need, because the start of the season he was shining bright. Remember the first time we did this show, and we was basically like, giving him praise, and then after that, I don't know what happened. It's like he haven't been. Yo, what's up with your boy, man?
Who?
Choking people and shit, bro. What's up with your boy? With niggas in chokeholds, bro?
I don't know, man. It's shameful. That's embarrassing behavior, man. I mean, you playing against kids essentially, and you did it because he fouled you earlier, and then he hit. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. I guess. Again, I've said this everywhere that I've spoken about it. I guess when guys aren't playing, certain guys, him, John Flanagan, when they're not playing, they take their anger out on people in crazy ways. You know what I mean? And
Yo,
I
he
don't
know
get.
he couldn't do that shit in the Premier League, boy. He know he
Well,
couldn't do that shit over there.
that's the thing. That's the thing. He had something happen with him and Yaya Toure. He didn't do that. He would never do that to anybody in Premier League. He would never do that. But yeah, you picking on somebody who's smaller than you, younger. I mean, that's just embarrassing. Let me read some of these comments though. Dominic Walsh says I wouldn't play Lovren and Van Dijk tomorrow. Let me know who you would play because I definitely would play them personally.
Matip.
And are you saying that because you think they just need some rest before the game, or you just think it'd be better to go with somebody else? Steve, what's up, man? He said, I think we should play as many ex-Southampton players as possible to get the atmosphere change. Mane, Ox, Lovren, Virgil van Dijk, and Lallana. Klein on bench if fit. Yeah, I don't think Klein's going to make it, but I think Klein is in the Champions League squad, so maybe.
Y'all take Southampton for China, man. Y'all take them boys for China.
I don't. I mean, they usually we beat them 3-0 early in the season, but we can't take this. We can't take this game lightly, man. We cannot take this game lightly. We can't sleep on them.
I'm speaking in terms of like y'all taking all their players. Look at you just named 5-6 players.
Yeah, some people forget that Ox started his career there, I believe. But yeah, we got a lot of Southampton players. We all know it, and I wouldn't be surprised if we are in for another one next season. I really wouldn't be surprised. I would probably, if I had, you gonna ask me who would I go with?
Yeah.
Actually, at the moment, there's not many. Lamina, but I don't think we're gonna get him. There's not too many people on that team right now that I would take. Maybe Bertrand, maybe.
No, I don't rate him that high, man.
Yeah, that's just me stretching. I'm reaching now because I don't really. There's not too many players on that team right now. They got some good players,
so
but none.
You wouldn't take Buffal?
Nah. He's too up and down for me, man. He's not consistent enough.
I'm sure over Lallana any day.
Well, don't they play different positions though?
Shit, don't Lallana could play on the left hand side?
Well, as a winger?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could, but I think he's best midfield. I mean, yeah, if you give me like if we can get rid of Lallana and they gave us Buffal, sure, I'd take that. But I mean, he's not a player that because Lallana to me is beyond overrated. And his actions recently compel me to even more not rate him, or I don't even care if he comes back from injury and plays for the rest of the season. I could care less. Let's see. Michael says, "Say hi to GBC for me." You can just say hi, bro. It's pretty simple.
What's that in, Michael? What's good with you, baby?
Let's see. Owen says we take their players and make them better. I don't know why they boo their former players for wanting Champions League football. Yeah, well, you know how it is, man. Players. I mean, they're tired of us getting their players, but I mean, they should be happy because we've been funding their bank account for the longest time now. So they should be.
Yeah, look how you feel about Southampton. That might beat y'all tomorrow, man. I don't want you coming on here tomorrow, man.
It's football. It could happen. Y'all could lose to Newcastle. I mean, it
ain't gonna happen. Don't do that. We whooped them 4-1 last time we met them. It ain't gonna happen.
Let me see.
And we better. Sanchez gonna run riot tomorrow, man. He gonna run riot tomorrow. What? Sanchez gonna take over the game tomorrow.
Van Dijk LFC says we're gonna win the Champions League. What do you think about that, Greg?
Oh my God! Wow. Is there a way I could kick him off the live chat for making that comment?
You funny. I can see it. Let me see what else we got here. Ex-Saint players will haunt Southampton. Marlon says 3-1 with Mane getting 2, says Adam. 3-0 Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk will definitely start, says Marlon.
You know why you guys be so depressed? You guys put so much expectations on you guys whooping teams by so many goals. And when y'all lose, it's like, damn, I predicted a 3-1. I predicted it a 4-0, 3-1 Liverpool. Tomorrow is going to be a tight game. Southampton going to play one of the best games they play. When they play against the top 6 teams, you know what I mean? They basically show up and show out. Because they know the cameras is watching, and they got a whole bunch of players that feel like they deserve to be, you know what I mean, playing for a top side. So, tomorrow, Tadic, Buffal, Lamina, all them boys gonna be up to put up a fight against Liverpool. Liverpool defense better be on point, and Van Dijk better keep his emotions in check.
Yeah, I mean they're fighting for their relegation lives, man. So that's why I mean and listen, they haven't lost in 2018 yet. They've been having some pretty good results. They got a good result against Spurs recently. They've been doing okay. So again, we can't overlook this team. It's going to be tough. I think most Liverpool fans with a brain know that it's not going to be an easy game. I'm saying 3-0 because I feel like against these kind of teams, assuming they sit back, usually when we score the first goal, that kind of gives us more confidence, and then that team has to open up. And when teams open up against Liverpool, that's to our advantage. So that's why I think once we get that first goal, if we get that first goal, we should be able to blow by them. If we keep it too close or goalless at halftime, give Southampton chances and they score, it could be a long game. So it's just a matter of how we start the game. If we start it well, then I think we can do okay. Let me see. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk won't care about the booze. I agree with that. Mame says Southampton has always been tough for us. Yep. He rates Lamina and Buffal. Marlon says Klein is from his area and he has just opened up an Astro pitch. He'll be here Thursday. Looking forward to meeting him again. Cool. Let's see. Marlon says, I hope Newcastle beat United. Rafa, the Gaffer, do it for Liverpool.
Hey, yeah, it's been 2 weeks that you guys been counting on Man United to slip up, and it don't look too favorable for you guys, man. I'm telling you, this whole season we've been holding that second spot down. We was first for a minute, but then City took shit and ran with it. Respect to them for that. But then that second spot, nobody have touched it but us. And I want this, I know this is Liverpool versus everybody, but I want you to put some respect on Jose name, man. Put some respect on that boy name, man.
So hopefully everybody heard that. So when United drop down, let's remember this video and all this talk Greg had. No, you're right though. They've been holding down too strong. And that it's to be respected to a degree because it's like I think for a long time we already knew City was going to take this. So it was almost like the best of the rest. And United have been the top of that bottom, that top of that three, the remaining three for a long time, man, from early in the season. So, credit for that. I mean, you guys slipped up against Tottenham, but then we didn't do what we had to do. So at the end of the day, you gave us a chance to get closer, but then you kept winning, and then we drew, and so. But it is what it is. Again, I don't really care where we end up as long as it's top four.
Sometimes that parking the bus should get annoying, but at the same time, if we didn't park the bus, man, some results we would never have gotten the results. So I respect Jose for that, man. Jose knows like 1 point is a point. It's just the 0 points that bothers him. So I respect that, man. If Liverpool had a manager like Jose, you guys would have been like shit, probably almost, on the race to catch basically Manchester City. You know what I mean? But you guys lose some silly games, man.
Yeah. Dominic asked you a question. He said, how do you think the Champions League tie against Seville will go?
Sevilla been playing great football lately. And I think I never rate their coach because I feel like he did a terrible job at Milan. And there was basically a lot of players coaches that could have got the job, but they gave him the job. But respect to him, he's been doing a great job. But at the same time, I think Sanchez playing in the Champions League he didn't have hopes of playing in the Champions League this year. Now he's in the Champions League. He's really gonna show off and show out, and I don't think Sevilla got an answer for Sanchez. And that's just gonna open more room for Pogba to do what he do. And I think it's a realistic dream, or it's a realistic goal to make it in the top 4 in the Champions League this year, if not winning it.
Yeah, I got a few comments for you as well here. Steve Chung says Spurs owned United 2 weeks ago. I think Greg probably forgot about that.
I did. We don't think about losses.
I got another one here. Where is it at? Oh, Marlon says United will lose to Sevilla. I actually agree with that. I think Sevilla gonna get y'all, but we'll see. It'll be a good one. It was something else here that was I wanted to tell you. Damn, what? Oh, somebody mentioned y'all losing to Bristol, and he said, "I guess you thought about that too."
Yo,
Trip hop.
I only focus on the W's.
Oh, okay, I got you. But no, Man United. My man says Man United still have Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool to play, and City.
We're
I
gonna
think.
beat Chelsea. Oh my God, I can't wait for that match against you guys. We're gonna turn
Oh
you
man,
guys out, boy.
Me either. Yeah. Dominic says United didn't park the bus against Tottenham and they got beat 2-0. So if it clearly works, what Marino does.
Thank you.
Van Dyke LFC says it's a fucking disgrace for United to go to Anfield and park the bus. Yep.
What you mean it's a disgrace? It's a game plan. It's a game plan. It's a game plan. We'll let you guys run right, then we'll take you guys and beat you guys 2-1, 2-0.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Adam says Chelsea away tomorrow. No, Chelsea play Monday, I think, man. And they are they away? Let me see. They are.
Everybody hit the like button. You know,
Chelsea's home.
Definitely get your thoughts down.
Yeah, man, we got a pretty good amount of people in here, man. So far so good. But yeah, it should be interesting, man. It should be interesting tomorrow.
Mame being quiet, man.
Mame said, oh yeah, he hadn't said anything recently. Owen says parking the bus for 90 minutes isn't a game plan.
Hey, Black, Owen, it is a game plan. If you know that the other team basically, you know what I mean, their stronghold is attack, why not just sit back and defend and catch them on the counter attack? Once we go a goal up, you realize when Jose Mourinho parked the bus, we score one goal, then the game become more fluid and more into like Man United advantage. You know, Jose Mourinho win a treble parking the bus with Enter, man. I think people forget that. I think this Go ahead.
Yeah, he's a safe, manager in that way, man. He Van Dyke LFC said Marino, special one.
Hey,
the low block one. The low block one. So Mame says the problem with Man U is that Marino tries to win all the games with the weaker sides, plays a draw with top 6 teams, and you can't win the Premier League with that plan. City won't let you.
Yo, I'm tired of everybody saying City won't let you. City only been on the rise this year, man. Everybody needs to stop that bullshit. City only been doing good this year. It's because they're having a season that just last year. Do you remember Chelsea last year?
Yeah, but they ain't doing nowhere near what. I mean, Chelsea didn't do anything anywhere near what City was doing. I mean, City had pretty much had this league tied up early in the season. Like, you already knew they was going to win. They're just smashing people.
But there's the thing, though. The Premier League is the league of adaptation. Soon as you come with a new trick or whatever, you know what I mean, they'll study it for 1 year. Then after that, it's over for you. Look, last year, nobody was like, damn, what is Conte doing? This guy's a tactical genius. This is the same shit they're going to say about Pep Guardiola next season. Because they're going to know, all right, we got to do this to beat City, and that's what we're going to do. Watch, man. Take my word for it in this video.
Marlon says Virgil van Dijk and Lovren are better than Smalling and Jones. Thoughts?
I say Van Dijk.
Yeah.
I say Van Dijk, yeah, but Lovren, come on, man. Smalling better than Lovren. And Jones definitely on his good days better than Lovren. Let's be honest here. Van Dijk
I don't know about that. Yeah, if he is slightly, it's slight. Because Phil Jones look like he retarded out there sometimes too. The way he played, man. I'm sorry.
What about Lovren?
Look like something. No. Lovren has his moments, but Phil Jones, I would say maybe slightly. I don't think he's that much better than him personally.
Okay, what about Bailey? What about Bailey? Bailey and Lindelof?
Oh, question. Oh, Bailey. That's a man right there. Y'all are really missing him. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But y'all don't got it right now. So once he comes back, though, he's definitely going to help solidify that defense for sure. Let me read some of these comments. Owen says that's anti-football. You had one shot the whole game.
This line
Steve
funny,
says,
man.
Steve says, Jose never lasts more than 3 years at any club because fans and owners can only take boring, negative football for so long. Yeah.
That's not true.
Mame
That's not
says,
true. That's not true.
Mame says, Mame, oh, go ahead. You want to respond to that?
Yeah, that's not true because he's the type of manager. Let me get in there, get my job done, and don't fuck up my legacy and go on to the next one. You know, everywhere he's been a proven winner. At Real Madrid, his job was to win La Liga. He did that in style and fashion. And at that time, his team scored the most goal ever for a side that won La Liga. He went to Inter, spent 3 years. He won the treble the last year. You know what I mean? Beating Barcelona in a very well game with a team that arguably didn't have no world-class superstar. Milito was a star. Eto was at the end of his career. Pendev was an old man. But under Jose Mourinho, he looked rejuvenated. Cambiaso couldn't pass for his life, but was a rock-hard, solid defensive midfielder. And the person that you could arguably say had the most talent on this team was Schneider. So give Jose Mourinho that. And then he's been at Manchester United for, 2 years? And look how much improvement we have made already. Last year, we didn't even finish fourth. We was outside the fourth. We won the Europa League, qualified for the Champions League, and now we're battling for second. We're the closest thing to the best team in the league. So don't disrespect the man like that. Give credit when it's due, man. Before I take that Liverpool flag off you, man. I'm going to revoke your Liverpool flag, man.
I mean, to a degree, I agree with you, man, because they are second. You know what I mean? And it's the game of football is about results at the end of the day. And I get it. A lot of fans, pundits, whatever, don't want to see boring football or whatever. But you know, if you can get results from them, I can't really be mad at you. You know what I mean? It is kind of I think someone here said it about I think Steve said it. Yeah, Steve says he hates the way Jose plays like a small club manager. The man broke the world record with Pogba and spends hundreds of millions and acts like they're a small team. And that's the thing. I mean, I think a lot of Man United fans would probably agree with that. But as long as they're getting results, there shouldn't be much they'll say. But you know, people want to see this, you know, open and you know, nice, pretty football. So you know, I get it, but it is a little interesting when you spend that much money for players, you know, flair players, and then you end up parking the bus. But you know,
Pogba not a flair player, man.
He's not?
Nah, man. Pogba got some tricks up his sleeve. Martial is a flair player. Pogba not a flair player. Pogba just uses, like, if you really look at it, Pogba got a good, like, handle on the ball. He could do some tricks, but he's nowhere being as, like, you know what I mean, flaring with the ball. When Martial got the ball in his feet, he could drop you in a second. You know what I mean? You don't know what direction he's going. But Pogba don't have that. You know what I mean? He's world class, but as far as saying he's a flair player, I think he's more of a, like, you know what I mean, strength and determination and will, and instead of flair. You know what I mean? That's my opinion.
No, I mean that's fair, but I think the moment he walks into a stadium, he's about flair. I mean, look at his haircuts, look at his dance moves, look at his celebrations. I think
so
I
you counting celebrations and haircuts as flair?
Yeah, but my point is, besides that, I mean, I'm half joking, half being serious, but besides that, even in his game, he's got a bag of tricks. I mean, that's what I mean. Listen, I think he's a great player, and I don't think he's just flair. He's just like for show, but I definitely think that's part of his game as well. I mean, Pogba's definitely, in my opinion, I hear what you're saying, but in my opinion, Pogba would be for me considered a flair player. I mean, he's definitely very sound in his skills. He's not overrated or anything like that. I rate Pogba. But at the same time, I think he is very, very much. I think Marino's trying to get that out of his game, and you can see that within the way that he plays with Man United. I don't think he's allowed that much freedom, and I think that might be hurting his game a little bit, to be honest. But you know, again, that's Marino.
But I could understand why. I could understand why.
I agree. Let me see what we got here. Called him a checkbook manager. End of story. Van Dyke LFC.
Oh, no.
Shots fired.
Who said that? Yo, whoever said that, is no fan of the game. You overlook Pep. You overlook this Barcelona managers and said that Mourinho is a checkbook manager. That's a lie. Tell me why. Like, tell me in the comment section why is he a checkbook manager. But move on. We're gonna wait for him to respond.
Let me see. Owen says GBC drew the short straw, deciding to support United. He's not really a United fan, y'all. He's really a Liverpool fan. Don't worry about it. He's a Liverpool fan. The truth will come out sooner than later. It might come out after the United Liverpool game, so let's stay tuned to that.
Hey, yo, you crazy, man.
Let me see. Dominic says if United get to the Champions League final, that tactic of parking the bus won't work. Juventus did it twice against Madrid and got destroyed.
Because Juventus, that's not Juventus style. That's Mourinho bread and butter. Mourinho did it against Barcelona with Inter and won it. So you can't say he can't do it. You understand? You get what I'm trying to say? Mourinho is not Juventus.
Dominic's got to
go ahead. If
Mourinho,
if Mourinho get to be one of the Manchester United to be one of the top 4 teams in the Champions League, I guaranteed we'll make it to the final. I guaranteed. If we make it past the 8-team stages and we got to the 4th, we'll make it to the final. And if we make it to the final, he's gonna get another raise, and I'm gonna come right back on this live and just stick my tongue out on you guys. You know what I mean? Because y'all some haters in this comment.
We get. Oh, hold on. So Dominic says, who's better than Pogba or Keita?
Pogba. Keita is yet to be Premier League proven.
Let's put that to the side. Let's say neither of them ever played in the Premier League, and we're just going by what we know of each player. You still pick Pogba?
It depends on like the type of team that I would be building.
Yeah. What's the most goals he scored in the season? I'm just curious.
Pogba is a scoring machine. I'm not saying like he's like gonna hit 11, 12, but I think he might hit a double figure before. I think Pogba got like 6 goals. I think already. And look at it, Keita in the Bundesliga, his highest goal scoring season is 6 last year.
Yeah, I was just curious. If anybody knows the most goals, if you can even look it up, the most goals Pogba scored in a single season, I would like to know. I'm just curious. Adam said Pogba not Premier League proven.
Yo, Adam,
they got jokes. They got jokes.
Bro.
Yeah, Van Dijk said he hit a nerve, huh? Van Dijk, I'm gonna get to your question in 1 second about Emery. Let's see. Just do it then. Keita will run circles around Pogba, somebody said.
Yo, that's crazy, man. I hope Keita don't come in the league. Like, I'm supporting the brother, but I hope you don't come in the league and just have a flop first season, because the way Juventus is going right now, Emery Kane probably set to leave Juventus, and Keita gonna come in with a lot of load on his shoulder. If they can't find another center midfield, midfielder that could play box to box to support Keita, and basically the Premier League, all teams attack. So you telling me you a center midfielder, you're not gonna be playing defense? That's bullshit. So if Liverpool don't find their ends on another midfielder, it's gonna be a hard season for Keita. And like I said, I'll be right back here to be sticking out my tongue to you guys.
Oh boy, you're hating right now. So wait, you're saying Keita can't be a defensive midfielder? I mean, he can't play defense. He's not good at defending.
I'm not saying he's not good at defending, but I'm saying if he come to the Premier League and they don't have, if Emery can leave and they don't have another person that could come in and replace Emery Kane and do a better job at defending in center midfield and give him a little bit more freedom, it ain't gonna be a pleasant season for him.
Yeah. Mame had a good question. He said, "Who plays Eto'o at right back?" Mourinho.
It worked. It worked. Like all I'm saying is like, yo, if you get caught in the street, you got a flat tire and you got a donut, you're gonna call AAA. That's gonna take 3 hours, or you're gonna use that donut. At right back, Eto'o is a donut. He used Eto'o, and it worked. I bet you he won that game.
I like that analogy. Let me see. Steve says we should have a bet. Whoever wins at Old Trafford, the other should wear opposite team shirt. I can't wait to see GBC with the liver bird on his heart. I'm gonna say
Yo,
no to that. I'm gonna say no to that only because not that I don't have confidence in Liverpool, but again, those games are always so tight and tough, and bizarre stuff happens, and we know Marino might park the bus. I mean, it's just I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that one.
why you guys worrying about Mourinho parking the bus? Worry about you guys attacking.
Yeah, I could care less, really. I mean, it's United Liverpool. It's always going to be a tight match. I mean, since Klopp has been there, it's been so. Klopp versus Marino is going to be a good game. I'm just going to enjoy it. I mean, Marino does what he does. There's no point in whining about it or personally even bringing it up because it is what it is. But again, like you said, it shouldn't matter. We should be able, especially if we know that's going to happen, we should be able to find a way to break that wall down. I wouldn't be surprised if he came out and played, honestly, at Old Trafford. But we'll see. Either way, it doesn't really matter what the manager of another team is choosing to do. The object is to get the better of them. So that's what it comes down to.
And Black, at the end of the season, this is why most fans are left crying when they miss the top four. This is the part of the season where you park the bus and grind out victories because every freaking point matter. You get what I'm trying to say? Any slip up, you could see yourself missing the top four. Any slip up, the table changes dramatically. So this is the season to park the bus. Do we even got 10 games left?
I think it's 12. 11 or 12.
Okay, we got less than 15 games left. And it's going to go like this. Before we know it, we're going to be talking about the league is over. And now you guys are going to be like, oh, maybe if we wasn't so attacking during this game, you know what I mean, we could have won it because we got one goal. If we would have parked the bus like Mourinho did, and then you guys are going to be saying, oh, look at Man United. They're in second position. And, all the hate is going to come out and shit. Hate on Man United, but we're still going to be in second. They're going to be like, oh, I guess Mourinho know what he's doing. Parking the bus worked for him. You see, you guys are delusional, man.
Yeah, maybe some of us. Van Dyke says he wants to talk Emery, and he said I don't mind if he goes. I gotta be honest about Emery. Me either. I gotta be honest about Emery. Emery's my favorite player in the team, and most people know that. You watch the channel, but I gotta be. Like I say with every other player that wants to leave, if he really wants to leave, then I say salute, man. Good riddance. Do your thing. And it is starting to look like he might make that decision. Simply because it's so late in the game as far as the contract. He hasn't signed it yet. He's playing hard for us, but I don't know if it's Keita coming in or what. Maybe he doesn't really see his future with us. I don't know, but I'm not really concerning myself with that right now. I just want. If he's going to be with us for the rest of the season, which it looks like, well, he's obviously going to be with us. As long as he's giving his all, I don't really care one way or another. And like I said, if he wants to leave, then I'd rather him leave. If that's essentially what he wants to do.
Oh, Black, question for you and him.
Mm-hmm.
So if Emery can leave, would you guys take Watford Dusure or would you guys take Lamina?
I want the Corey regardless. I love that dude. I would take him over Lamina right now. I mean, and honestly, there's something to be said for getting players that are already Premier League experienced. If we can get Decore, man, I like Richarlison as well. But Decore in the middle of the park, he reminds me of a early Yaya. Different body physique, but he's big, he's quick. Yeah, man, he could score goals. I mean, he's just a good player. So Watford do that from time to time, and they bring in these guys. Particularly African guys.
You don't know nothing about.
Yeah, and then you see them playing it. I was just watching last week. I watched the Watford versus Chelsea game back at least 2 or 3 times just to look at him. I mean, he's really, really good, man. I'd love to have Decore in the squad. So somebody said Kane is too slow. He is a bit slow sometimes, and that kind of irritates me, to be honest. He doesn't really move the ball quick enough at times. But then there's times where he's making these blistering runs. It's really weird, man. But he has this kind of way about him that does seem a little not lazy, just like heavy. Like he's kind of just he's not going at 100% speed. I don't know. Marlon says he wants Emery to stay. I do too, but if it's true that he wants to go, whatever. Van Dyke says I don't care what he does. He is bang average. Okay. Mame says.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
like you know what? Like it's not a question; it's a statement. I don't know if you're gonna agree or not. Even the people in the comment section, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. You know, Ken, I think his best people value his quality in rowdy games, where it's like he got to be a workhorse. You know what I mean? He got the freedom, follow the ball. During that Man City game, he was arguably one of the best midfielders in that game. But when it's like against sides that sit down and could apply pressure to Liverpool as well as like as far as like yo, you got to sit in your place. You know what I mean? Occupy your space, make the right passes. I don't think he does a great job at that. You know what I mean? I think he's like a lesser version of Kadira. You know Kadira from Juventus?
Wait, who's the lesser version of him? Oh,
Ken.
Chan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Kadir. Yeah. I didn't know Kadir had a brother that played for Augsburg.
Huh?
I didn't know Kadir had a brother that played for Augsburg.
Me, I'm just finding out from you.
Yeah. I thought it was him, but I was like, he got a twin? But yeah, he got a brother. I guess I'm
That
assuming a
look
younger
alike?
brother. Oh, just alike, man. I was thinking, hold on, am I tripping or did he make a transfer recently? But yeah, he got a brother playing in the German league.
That's what's
Let me
up.
see. Thanks, guys, for all the comments, man. I can't keep up with all of them. Let me try to find a couple though.
We are gonna keep up. Let's get it.
That's a lot of comments in this joint, man. Let me see.
One at a time. Guys, make sure after the live stream you go back and post questions that we haven't answered or you would like for us to answer. You know what I mean? Because, after the live stream goes off, it's going to be posted, but no comments. Get involved. Let us know if you like this show. From 1 to 10, rate us in the comment section right now. Let us know where we could do better. You know what I mean? Criticism is good. You know what I mean? Let us know. My bad, Black.
No, it's good. Mame says Keita's a hungry African. He'll kill it first season for sure. Yeah, I agree. I think he's really, really, really dying to get over here. Still doing well. He just scored a goal against Augsburg recently. He's just all over the pitch too, man. I just can't wait to get him. I can't wait. We're missing that kind of personality, mentality player in the midfield. So definitely looking forward to that. There was
Yo, I
something out here
think
I wanted.
you love all the brothers, man. You just like me, bro. I love all the
Yeah, I mean, I
brothers,
can't
man.
get enough of him, you know? Dominic says if United get Savic in the summer, he's turned into a major
Woo!
midfielder.
Who said
Yeah,
that?
I knew
Who
you would
said
like that.
that?
Dominic Walsh.
Ooh, boy, I tell you, I'm giving you a 10 out of 10 for reading those comments, boy. Hey, man. Yo,
Yes.
Savic, man. I've been watching Savic like Lord knows since last year, man. Savic, and especially sometimes like I play FIFA. You know when you do career mode, you be like, "Who the hell is this guy?" You know what I mean? Then you go check the like, yo, he's a beast, man. Savic, young age, running that Lazio midfield, and we see Lazio being in great form this season. If Savic come to Manchester United, man, we just let you know what I mean. Matic sit back and does his thing and just in front of that defense. Savic play that back and let Pogba roam free. Savic play that box to box as well. Man United is gonna be tough. We're gonna have size, height. This is gonna be like a Mourinho midfield. Size, height, dribbling, shooting, passing. He'll be the best midfielder in the world. We'll be able to compete with, you know what I mean, Modric and you know what I mean, Casemiro and them boys, man. That's how much I rate Savic. Watch for him at the World Cup, man. Yo, respect to you, Black, before reading that comment, man. I thought you would bypass it, dog.
Yeah.
I know y'all be hating on here.
Steve says Decore is a beast. Smash Chelsea to pieces. Yeah. Somebody said they were hoping we got Goretzka. I'm kind of over it. To be honest. This is a good one too. Dominic, you're on a roll today, man, with the comments. He said, what do you think about Ndidi? I rate him highly. I
Me
like him a
too.
lot. Yeah, I like
But
him
go
a lot.
ahead.
He wasn't that good today, but neither was anybody else on Leicester. But yeah, he's good. I like him. Marlon talks about how dynamic Keita is, box to box. Liverpool reviews 9567. So I don't know. Hey, look, if you guys are on the comment section, you could just ask. You could just put a comment and say, Anyway, somebody asked for you to say hi. He wanted to say hi to you, GBCTV, and to ask, do you remember him? This guy, Liverpool reviews 9567.
Yeah, I remember him, yo. He was asking me something. I give him some advice. But shout out to him. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, everybody check out Liverpool Reviews 9567. I don't know how often he's gonna be doing videos, but go ahead and check him out. Steve Chung says the debate is a 10. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that.
Hey, we need more reviews. Y'all could say it's trash if it's trash. We don't mind. You know what I mean? Just let us know what's going on out there. Let us know what we like to talk about. If you guys want it more times a week, like a set time. So let us know what times work for you guys best. You know what I mean?
And Steve says GBC's choice of a club is a 1. I like that. I like that, Steve. Keep up the good work, Steve. Keep up the good work. Marlon. Marlon says we're in for Thomas Lamar and Christian Pulisic. That's actually inaccurate. I think we're done with the whole Thomas Lamar chase. That's what the news is anyway.
Yo, you don't think there's too much pressure on Pulisic?
I don't know. I don't really rate him, to be honest. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not. He's not even a player that's even on my radar as far as players that I would want. If we get him, then cool. And I would trust that he can work good under Klopp. I trust any player he brings in, but he's not on my list. He's a United fan anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had a better chance to get him. I think that'd probably be a dream for him to play at United. Be an American guy playing at United. I mean, that would be a dream for him, I think.
Yo, but I think like he's like the media portrays him, you know what I mean, as the next big thing because that's the only thing the US soccer got, you know what I mean? So they trying to they're making him a star already than he already is, putting too much pressure on him. If it comes to the Premier League, man, if he don't brings it, oh man, he'll catch hell, man. If he don't brings it, he'll catch hell.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know if he'll fall under pressure. No one's ever done that great in the Premier League from American players, so I don't know.
Tim Howard, respect that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was okay. I don't think he was like he never went down as like one of the best keepers in my opinion. I mean, he was good.
He paid his dues. He paid his dues.
Yeah, for sure. And there's been others who've done somewhat around that. But I would probably say if you had to pick one that really stands out, it probably is Tim Howard, which is saying a lot to be a goalkeeper to be the best American player in the Premier League. I mean, so,
but the next wave should be better. The next wave of U.S. soccer players.
It should be, but you know, it doesn't help that they're not in the World Cup. I mean, I don't really care one way or another, but you know, they got a lot of things going on with the U.S. men's soccer team right now, and a lot of it looks a little toxic. I don't know what's going to come of it. Real quick. Somebody asked earlier, I forgot who it was. They want to know where we're both from. I'm. Go ahead. Are you Haiti? Are you from? No. Are you Haitian?
Yeah. I'm from the islands. You know.
Okay, cool. And then you're up in like Jersey area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm from America, and from the DC metropolitan area. So there's the answer for that. And then Dominic again with a good comment. Oh, he's funny. He said maybe Lucas Leiva can persuade Savic to join us. It's possible.
I don't think so. It's possible. If Savic comes to Liverpool, I might just add you to my second team. You're already my second team. I'm a fan of this guy, man.
Adam says GBCTV, you'll never walk alone. Ha ha. If Liverpool Review says if we could sign one player, who would you choose? Ooh, one player.
Any player?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Liverpool. I would say, damn, one player. I'm gonna go you know what? Goalkeeper. Honestly, goalkeeper, and I would probably go with Donnarumma. Yes.
Oh.
I know you weren't ready for that. I know you weren't ready for that. Yeah, Hold on. The reason why he can play with us. He's not even 20 yet. Isn't he still like 18, 19?
Yeah.
He can play with us for a long time. You know, comes
5 years, then gets sold to Real Madrid.
Maybe. But my thing is, again, with most players, if Liverpool, I think Jurgen Klopp won the league in Germany in his third season. If we start winning stuff, we don't have to worry about these rumors about Mo Salah might leave to Real Madrid and all this other foolishness. We got to win stuff, though. So that's what it comes down to. But I know Oblak is up there, Allison, a lot of other keepers. I like Donnarumma specifically for the youth. I think he has a lot to show. A lot of room for growth and improvement. But I would like him. But yeah, we're out of it for Lamar. I think if the rumors are true, and I'm okay with that.
Nah, man, you're not out. It's a long.
I
Yo,
think
it's not.
so, man. I think so. Listen. Klopp paid 75 for Van Dyke, and that was
Yeah,
a stretch for him. He's not paying 90 for Lamar, and that's what Lamar is now. Think about if Lamar goes and smashes it in the World Cup. I don't know if he will or not, but let's say he
yo,
does. That fee is going to be at least 120. Klopp ain't paying 120. Ain't paying 120 for Lamar. It's just not going to happen. So
yo,
I
black.
think. Go ahead.
No, my bad. After you done, like, tell me what teams you think, like, after the World Cup, gonna make a killing in the transfer market.
Okay, I'll get to that 1 second. But yeah, I think Lamar is we're done with him, and I'm cool with that. Dominic says I think if we get a player from League One, he choose Fakir. Yeah, we need to bring
Siri,
him.
I'll take
So,
Siri over Fakir.
I like Siri. I don't think I'd take him over Fakir though. But
I would.
he said we need to bring him or Isco or maybe Asisio.
Asensio.
Oh yeah. Mame says I know I said Lamar was overrated. It's not really what I meant. But that price tag is way too much. I don't blame Clark for pulling
Yeah.
back. And that's what I think. It's I mean, and we're saying it's too much now at 90. Just imagine that fee is gonna go up, man. Even if he doesn't have a good summer. I mean a good World Cup. The fee is still gonna raise. So
You guys gonna end up getting Keita Baldi.
yeah, I don't want him, but I wouldn't. I mean, he's okay. I wanted when he was first leaving Lazio. Was it Lazio or Napoli? I always forget the blue
Lazio.
uniform. Lazio, right? Lazio, yeah. I was thinking that might be good. Senegal, him and Sadio Mane got a lot of they know each other really well. That might work, but I don't know if I rate him as much at the moment. But we'll see. Steve says he thinks Wanyama might look to move in the summer. Pochettino is
Come to
starting.
Manchester United.
Pochettino is starting Dembele ahead of him, and Wanyama is way better than him.
That's not true, man.
I'd be
That's
more
not
happy with.
true.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I think they're on the same. I like them both. It's hard to really pick one or the other. But Pochettino is not stupid. He's not going to get rid of Wanyama. It's just not going to happen. He's had some
I'll
injuries.
start Dembele.
Marlon says he never really watched Christian Pulisic. Yeah, check him out, man. I mean, he's okay. I don't really think all that. Ray, what's up? Welcome to the chat. He says Pulisic can't handle the Prem. I feel like I'm probably of the same thinking. Let's see. Joe Gomez is quality, Marlon says, for sure. Mame says, totally agree. If Klopp's system starts working, LFC will be irresistible. Yeah, I agree. I don't think a lot of people are dying to live in Liverpool, but you know what I'm saying? If we're winning, then, people will come. Marlon says, haven't been to Anfield since 2011, 2012. I'm overdue to go to Anfield. Van Dijk says, look at Lacazette. Yeah, that's a pretty good example. Oh, he said he's shit. I don't know if I could call him shit, but he does look a little overrated at this moment in time. Maybe not overrated. He's just, again, I think players, first of all, I think we forget players are human. I think he might just be struggling for confidence right now because when you're,
No, I said attention.
Yeah. That's just, I think, and then Aubameyang coming in and scoring on his debut. I just think there's too much mentally going on with Lacazette to miss those goals today. And then just lately, what he does a lot of times when he gets the ball in the box, instead of like trying to make a move, he just puts his butt into the defender and then he passes the ball. It's just, I get it, but he definitely should be more lethal than he's been, I would say. And again, I don't know. It might be a confidence thing. I don't get it, but
the goalkeepers in the Premier League, man, they're active. They're not the same as like any shot gonna go in. They're gonna make you work for that. It's not the same, you know what I mean? And the defenders is not the same. The defenders from the smallest teams go hard.
Yeah, we got Angelo Vegan. What's up, man? Says hello from a Scouser in Galicia, Northwest. Oh, in Spain. What's up, man? Hola. Glad you came on. Appreciate that. He's a hello back from Squirrel from the World. Yeah. So yeah. This. Oh, so your question? You said what would you asking me? Who do I think? Oh, who's going to spend a lot of money?
No, like who's gonna make the most money selling their players after the World Cup? What club?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe Chelsea. I don't know. I mean, they always selling their players anyway. So
I think Monaco gonna make some money. I
but
think
who do they have left that anybody wants? Honestly.
Keita, Fabinho,
Okay.
Lemar.
Okay.
They got a couple. They got this new kid named Pellegrini. He's 16, or I think 18. This
Oh yeah,
guy,
you told
man,
me. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, him. So it's like when they got rid of Lamar, he's ready to step in. You know what I mean? Yo, and they got a whole bunch of other little kids, man. And I'm pretty sure that Elamana, I forgot how you say his name. Malo, something like that, man. The director that came from Chelsea already got replacement in line after the World Cup. You know what I mean? To basically sign them up and be like, you know what I mean? We got the next wave of superstars, and next year do the same over again. What you
Yeah.
guys think in the comment section?
Yeah, Steve made a good point just now. He said PSG needs to balance the books. Maybe a few exits there.
Yeah.
Uh, let me see. Yeah, everybody like state where you from. I see Steve is South London. Oh, I'm sorry, South Liverpool, my bad.
Hey, yo, how's Liverpool, Steve? How is it to live in Liverpool?
It might be all he knows. I mean, have you lived anywhere else, Steve? Or is that kind of where you born and raised? Um my man from Spain, Angelo, says everything's good in Spain right now, apart from the cold. It's pretty cold there. I think that's probably the case everywhere for the most part. I mean, especially in Europe. Um,
Yo, Black, you know what? I want the World Cup to come to America, to Mexico, America, and Canada, so I could go to a game live, man.
yeah, that's my dream. I mean, I would love to go to World Cup, whether it's in America or not. I would love to go to one. Definitely not this year. I have no interest in going to Russia, but we'll see where they have it next 4 years
Yo, you think
with.
it's gonna be racism over there?
Oh, no question. I mean, it's racism every other day in Russia, so I don't know why it's not going to be when the world. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised um, if there's a bunch of stuff coming out throughout the time that the World Cup is taking place. We'll see, man. I just hope people can be as safe as possible. But I do see some issues definitely flaring up in Russia. No question. No question. Let me see. We got some comments in here. Mommy says Fabinho is quality. He should be going to Paris.
Nah, bro. Yo, stop playing. He coming to Man United, bro.
Oh boy. Ray M says, "Hey yo, what are we doing with Origi? Kind of thinking my guy's going to be sold if he doesn't bang this World Cup." Yeah. I like Origi.
Who's Origi?
You got jokes tonight. That's cool.
No, for real. Who's Origi?
Divock Origi. He plays in Bundesliga now. We had him at Liverpool last year. Divock Origi. He's Belgian.
Oh, I thought, ain't you guys the same send some other player named Gruchik something too? He went.
Yeah, no, he went to Cardiff City in the championship.
Oh, okay,
Playing,
okay.
playing with
So
Neil.
you guys,
Neil
so you guys rate Origi high?
I wouldn't say I rate him high. I like him a lot, and I think arguably you could say he would have been a better option than Solanke or Ings this season. I mean, he's got Premier League experience. He's proven.
Oh,
He's
I
proven to score
apologize. I
goals.
apologize. I know. I apologize.
That's cool. I know you're smoking that loud over there, so but no, but yeah, I mean, I don't really rate him high necessarily, but I think, like I said, arguably you could say he could be doing better right now than Solanke and or what's this Danny Ings. So let me
I don't know
see,
why you guys play Danny Ings, man.
bro. I don't even want to get into that. I don't know what Klopp is thinking with that dude for real. I mean, I just don't get that. But it is what it is. Thanks for the comment, Ray. That was a good one. Marlon says Dwight Gale and Ayoze Perez to destroy United tomorrow. Haha. I'll go with that. See. Where's he from? Oh, Anglo
Guys, hit
says
the like button.
cool. Um, Steve, I used to live in Maryland and Baltimore. More corners in Maryland, more shootings in South Liverpool. Haha. Really? Okay.
Yo, he
Um,
crazy, bro.
yeah,
This
he is.
guy crazy, bro.
Um, Van Dyke LFC. I'm up above the Arctic Circle. Got -20 Celsius. My Mame
God.
going to Russia will send you guys pictures and videos. Oh, that's what's up. So Mame's going to Russia. That's what's
Yeah,
up, man.
yo,
No, Mame,
mommy, bro,
you
I
should do
need
like
those.
some vlogs or something, man. You should do like some vlogs when you get up there. But yeah, keep us posted. And you know what? If you're open to it, maybe we can have you on the live.
Yeah,
Streaming from
yeah,
Russia.
yeah.
Yeah. So get in touch with me or Greg. And if you're open to that, that would be great, man. To get some footage, especially from an African that's going out there, that would be great. I would love that.
Yo, mommy, where you live?
Yeah, Mama, let us know where you live. He might have it. It's a lot of comments. Let me see.
Let's get to it, baby. Speed up
I'm
like Traxton.
not going to match was the 80s boss. Steve, racism, homophobia, and cold in Russia. Pretty much. Pretty much.
They dangerous over there, man.
Yeah. Reviews 9567 says Liverpool were rumored to be going to sign Monaco's youth staff and scouts. If
If they
they
did that, Liverpool would be beautiful.
Lamar, Mbappe, Fabinho, etc. Imagine Liverpool. Yeah, that would be great. Van Dyke LFC says John Barnes, my first favorite player. Yeah, John Barnes was immense. Yeah, that was a great comment from Liverpool Reviews, actually. Great comment. I appreciate that. Dominic says Origi in that Europa League run came up with a few crucial goals. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's got experience playing with Liverpool, playing in big games, scoring goals in the Premier League. You just really can't say the same for Solanke for sure, and Danny Ings. I mean, Danny Ings did okay when he played for Burnley. I think he might have scored 11 that one season before we got him, 10 or 11. But he was never a striker that I rated. And again, that's the Brendan Rodgers era, man. He was bringing in all types of just strange players that really didn't make sense to me.
Yo, black strikers don't get the chance to actually grow within a club. They always get sent out on loan. You know?
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like just ripping the league apart. But yeah, a lot of times it seems like they send them out, and then once they start doing good, they want to get him back. Van Dyke says,
Mommy, where you from?
Let me see if he said anything about that. Mame, moving back to Senegal. He says he's in Kenya, but moving back to Senegal in a month.
So he's going to send. Oh shit.
Yeah. Let me see. Van Dyke LFC says, stop flashing the green. I'm trying to quit.
Oh my God. Yo, I know y'all can't see me doing nothing, man.
Van Dyke being hot in the comment section. But you know what's so funny? After he said that, he says rolls a joint. So, you ain't quitting, man. You ain't quitting. Marlon says, "Mommy, be safe out there." Yeah, bro. Go out there, be safe. We want to see you come back. We want to see you come back safely. Safe travels and all that, man. I'm glad you're going, man. That's what's up. Glad you're going.
Yo, and I got this kid from Mexico that work in the store by my house and stuff, like a little breakfast joint. He going to the World Cup too. So before the World Cup, you know what I mean, he goes, I'm gonna interview his ass. You know what I mean? I told him to take videos too, man. So it could get them boys on live. Like, you know what I mean? We got 2 people over there. We set that shit up. By the time the World Cup comes, I think my punishment with you two will be over.
Oh, wow. That's crazy what happened to your joint, man. That's really crazy. That's ridiculous. Van Dyke says there's a bit more to Russia than that, but okay, LOL. Yeah, I think we're just having kind of some jokes here, to be honest.
I grew up with Russians people, you know what I mean? They cool, tough.
I mean, yeah, they're not. I mean, I can't imagine every single one of them are racist or homophobic or whatever, but clearly that exists in Russia. And if you don't know that or can't see that, then something is wrong. It is what it is. Adam says African Russia reminds me of a scene from Cool Runnings. Oh, you got jokes. That's funny. Angelo says Van Dyke LFC loads of Reds over there in Denmark. Van Dyke says we are crazy for LFC here. Yeah, so Mame is from Senegal. I guess he's moving back to Senegal from Kenya.
Tell him I love El Haid Youth, man.
Who?
El High Juve.
Oh, El Juve, yeah.
I like that guy. Yo, I just like the guy swagger, man. I just like his
Yeah.
swagger, man.
I don't think too many Liverpool fans would like that too much, but it's
I
okay.
don't care, man. He just stood up for what he believed. My opinion, I like him.
No, yeah, no, I totally agree, man. I totally agree, and he got some flack. I mean, look, he was involved in some pretty nasty stuff on the. But a lot of players were. Suarez was, and nobody would ever talk bad about Suarez like they did Juve. You know what I mean? It's only because Juve talked about
Exactly.
everybody's favorite, Steven Gerrard, and people hated him for that. Because I like Juve as well, and I'm not afraid to say that. So I'm actually glad you brought that up. And he did a lot for Senegal, and he made a lot of comments that I actually agree with when speaking about Steven Gerrard. So you know, it is what it is. I wish that he would have had more time at Liverpool, but I think he never really had a chance after some of his antics. And because he is who he is, you know, they were quick to react to that more than they probably would a Suarez or somebody else. So
Yo,
it
what's
is
your favorite black player?
from Liverpool or in general.
And like your top 3 best black player that you love, not like I'm saying everybody rates that you love of all time.
That is really tough, man. That is really
We could
tough.
make it 5.
No. 3 is probably better, actually. Damn, you probably put me on the spot with that one. That's tough. Let me think
Yo,
about
I
that and
love
come.
this live stream, baby. Yeah, I love it. This shit good, man.
Yeah, let me think about that and get back to you. Let's see. Yeah, see, somebody said fuck Juve. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Juve, man. I mean, a lot of people don't, and we get that. It's cool. It is what it is. Let's see. Oh, Dominic says there was a program on BBC a few months ago showing the Russian gangs training specifically for this World Cup
Yeah.
and each other fights in the forest. I didn't see that.
Yeah, bro. I made a video way before this shit came out. Is it safe for fans to go to Russia and shit? These guys, man, they train, man, to fight. They fight each other like bare knuckles. Train. Yo, they ready to fight anybody, but I think putting the law down, letting everybody know, like, yo, you can't fight at the World Cup or it's gonna be consequences. But I don't know if Putin could hold them boys back. Because most of them been to prison.
I doubt he's gonna. I mean, he might say something like that, but I mean, we know what Putin's about, so I don't think is really gonna care that much, to be honest. All right, so I want to answer the question that you asked about best
Your
African
favorite.
players.
Your favorite.
I mean, favorite. Yeah, sorry, favorite. I've always liked Adebayor.
Oh,
I like him a
man.
lot as a striker. Yeah, I like Adebayor. I would have to go with him. And then definitely Eto. And then I'm gonna go with man. That's so tough, man. That's so tough. I have to go. I gotta go with Drogba, man. I love Drogba. I gotta go with Drogba. So and that's tough. Like on another day, I would probably have 3 different players because that's just such a tough question, man. Because there's so many, you know, down the years. Like, and I'm forgetting a whole lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people that I could name, but right now, if you ask me that today, I would say those are my 3. Let's
Yo,
see. Owen says you should do something with Liverpool football talk. You know, I think I know who you're talking about, and honestly, I like building with people who kind of aren't on that kind of elite. I don't say elite, but he's got like thousands upon thousands of subscribers, and that's cool. But I like this kind of, you know, humble, kind of just like quiet with it. And I like doing stuff with GBCTV. I like doing stuff with people who don't have a really great YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like, as far as like subscribers and popularity or whatever. I enjoy that. You know what I mean? And so that's a good idea, but I don't think I'd ever do that, to be honest. Imagine Ericsson as our 10. Liverpool Review says, I don't rate Ericsson, so I wouldn't imagine that for one bit. Marlon says El Haj Diouf was spitting at people. That's bad. Yeah, it is bad. He's bad at fans too. Yeah, but
I'm not saying I
Suarez
like
is,
his actions. I just like him as a person.
and that's the thing. People are missing the whole point. I don't think anybody, and I mentioned it. I mean, he did some kind of nasty things, but and no one likes that. As a player, I thought he was really good, and he did a lot for Senegal. Um, Suarez bit people though as well, which is to me they're both pretty horrendous acts. I mean, arguably depending on how you feel about it, someone might say spitting on someone is worse than biting. I mean, they're both in the same category for me. So it
Yeah.
is. Mame says Juve was really good when he came to Liverpool. He played a full season, AFCON and World Cup the same year. He was dead when he came, but he's just stupid. He was incarcerated 2 days ago, by the way. I didn't know that.
And a week ago, I was reading about him wanting to be president.
Yeah, Adam says, for me, spitting at someone, worse insult someone could do, I would lose my shit. Yeah, we get it. It's definitely not good to spit on people. Yeah. Yeah, see, George Weah, I didn't even mention him. Amazing. Black player from all time was George Weah, says Mame. George Weah was amazing. Amazing. A
Roger
beast.
Mueller too.
Roger Miller, yeah. Roger Miller was the original man to dance. He was a pioneer, man. And you
Yo,
see
my
everybody doing
top three, man.
everybody doing dabs and everything. Roger Miller, man, he started them celebrations. Let's see. Steve says Pele. Eusebio, yeah, another Portuguese legend, the Black Panther. He was amazing. Gullit, yep, very
Yo,
good.
my top three is Essien, JJ Okocha, and Drogba.
Yeah, Essien's a good. Again, man, it's so many, man. It's so many top African. I mean, over time, it's crazy. Um, Van Dyke, LFC, racism and violence. You find it all countries. Yeah, I don't think anybody's saying you don't. I think there are certain countries that are known
Some
to be
countries is
found
more
more.
class.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
nothing
more
we need to
class
really have
than
an
for the
argument about.
racism.
We don't want to have, I mean, if we want to have a simple debate about it, we can. But I don't think anybody's trying to say Russia is the most racist country or it only happens there. I mean, it happens everywhere. We get that. But Russia is one of those countries that's known
Their reputation.
yeah, it's a bit more heavy-handed there than some other places. And I think that's just facts. I mean, it's not even about an opinion. It's just facts.
And a lot of the generations after had basically adapt to that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, Dominic says Pele, John Barnes, and Eto, his top three. Another one, Marlon brought up. He said, "Who remembers Jabril Cisse? Amazing.
I did, yeah. With the blonde hair, that boy got
Yeah,
some
yeah,
crazy hair, man.
yeah. His injuries got the best of him. It's been so many again. Van Dyke, LFC, Rivaldo, Pele, Ronaldinho. Yeah.
They're resilient, man.
Mame says, you guys are not old school. You see, Howard Gale. Howard Gale, yeah, very legendary black player, one of the first, if not the first, I think, black player. Owen says he has 4K subs. It could really benefit your channel. Just a thought. No, I'm not. I'm not shooting down your thought, man. I just like the way I do things. I've been offered to work with some folks who kind of got him to where he is as far as putting him out there, notoriety and things like that. And I said yeah at first, but then I thought about it. I want to do things my way. You know what I mean? I like if I never get the 4K subs, my life is going to be
You're
fine.
in control. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be. I don't. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. I like doing the things that I'm doing now with GBCTV, doing this. I appreciate this kind of way that I'm going about. That's all. So I don't. I mean, I didn't mean to shoot your opinion down. It is a good idea, but I just have to go that way. What's up?
The thing about it is that, look, man, everybody could do it. It's just that we decide not to take the workers' way route. You know what I mean? We decide to take, you know what I mean, the boss route. We built it from the ground up. When it's like get to that level, we like, yeah, I did that myself. You understand me? It's
like you don't see.
I do my own thing, man.
And again, I don't knock people who do, but you're never going to see me on another channel saying, "Hey, come check out my channel. I'm trying to get my subscribers up," or I don't feel like I need to or want to promote it. You know what I mean? I just don't. The way that it's going is a way that I like. I'm cool with that. I think we're at 340 something, whatever. If there's more, great. If not, cool. But this is what about. Like, you people who in here, you know, I mean, great people, man. The same guys all the time. Mame, LFC 5 times is not here right now. Adam, Van Dyke. You guys, this is what I love, man. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I mean, imagine if I had 4,000 subscribers. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now. You know, reading out all your questions, responding to you. I mean, I like it that it's still kind of in its baby stages. And if it grows, fine. But if not, it's all good. Mame says, "Don't worry, bro. Your channels will get big. You guys do great work. Thank you, Mame. Appreciate that." Yeah, I'm not worried at all. I like what we do. Okacha was underrated. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's my boy. The Ronaldinho before Ronaldinho.
Yeah. Van Dyke still in the racist comments. He says U.S. seems like a very racist and violent country.
To
sure.
some extent, not violent, but
sure.
There's racism everywhere. But
yeah,
I don't think it's more than any other country is perpetrating in the news. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Mame said Jabril Cisse sucked. Let's see. Marlon says Russian, Poles, Italians don't like black people. Yeah, I mean, again, that's just further having like a debate about the racism, which I mean, I don't mind doing, but if we had a show just for that, I would do it. I don't want to get too cloudy.
You think Juventus is gonna win the Serie A?
No, I got Napoli winning that.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, Juventus, honestly, man, they seem to be fading right now. I mean, it's a Serie A, so they'll be there, but I think the Milan teams are going to get better in the next couple seasons. I think Lazio is surprising a lot of people. So I don't know. Juventus just, I don't know. They just seem to be fading a little bit. Is Dybala hurt?
Yeah, but he's set to come back soon.
Yeah, I don't know about Juventus, man. I don't know. I think they'll probably step up maybe in the Champions. I'm telling you, man, I think it's going to be some shock result in this final 16, man. I think it's going to be some shock results in the Champions League. I'm telling you. So that should be interesting. But
so you think this is the year that we see teams that normally not in the final 8 are in the final 8?
Say that one more time.
You heard me?
No, I said say that one more time.
I said, so you think this is the year, just like the Premier League is, you'll see like teams that are not usually in the final 8 are in the final 8?
Yeah, and I hope so. I mean, that's, you always like to see other teams step up, and personally for me, the same teams every season, that just gets to be kind of boring for me. I like to see other teams, especially teams that you wouldn't expect, go far. I think teams like FC Basel at some point are due.
That fits Bayern, man.
No, they play Bayern.
No, I think Bayern play Besiktas, but who they play? Who FC Basel play?
That's a good question. I can't remember. I know City, I think, played Besiktas. I can't remember. I gotta look that up. If anybody knows, let us know. Yeah, Van Dyke said, "Did you ask about the best black player or African player? What's the difference?"
African player.
What's the difference?
Like, I mean, yeah, but I don't rate like Brazil. Like, Brazilians are black people, but in that conversation, I mean players that came from the motherland.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying, Van Dyke LFC. Because I mean, it could be South African, but I don't think anybody would say anything about any South Africans. You said because Ronaldo is black, if African, then Roger Miller. Fair enough. I love. Oh, Owen said. Oh, thanks, Owen. I appreciate that, man. Angelo says it's your U.S. police who are violent.
Yeah, but we passed that conversation now. You know what I mean? Like, we on to football. This ain't no news channel. If you
again, Greg has done things on his channel about these kind of topics. Most recently, Jay Rodriguez. Bro, I saw the hate, but let's not even go into that. About Jay Rodriguez, I've done things. Cyril Regis. I've talked about all types of stuff, and at some point we'll do a live, Greg and I, and we'll have more discussions about that. But because it is what it is. Everybody has their opinion. I would love to do a live and actually get you guys' opinion on that. But for now, let's try to move past that if you guys don't mind. Mame says, nah, Napoli all the way, even though Juve is my favorite team in Europe. Yeah, Napoli look like they're keen to I think Mertens had a pretty good game I heard today. I didn't see the game, but I heard he had a really nice strike today.
They better keep the coach, man. I like this guy. He be smoking squares and shit. I
Yeah, I
like this
saw that.
guy, man.
So hold
Yeah.
on. So in Italy, you can smoke in the stadium, obviously, right? Because I see fans when they show the camera, fans are smoking cigarettes in the stadium. So I guess in Italy, you can. That's not a ban. I guess you can smoke indoors. Well, not
Yeah, I
indoor,
think
but you can
in
be like
Italy they get more freedom.
in public spaces. Yeah, that's wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, Mommy said Napoli really won it. All the top players refused transfers to win the Serie A. Yeah, that's a good point. Because another guy I was thinking about, and not a lot of people talk about, is Diawara in the midfield for them. I like him a lot. Yeah,
Ooh.
he's a beast. He's a beast. But they got a good squad, man, back to front. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they look primed to do it. It's not over yet, but I think Napoli will take it. I don't know how close it'll be, but they'll take it. Dominic says Basel have City, don't they? I think so. I think so. No. I thought it was Besiktas. I don't know. Let me just look it up. Let me just look it up because it's kind of bothering me now that I can't remember.
For the
Um,
meantime, everybody in here, you know what I mean, just hit the like button, get the questions rolling. You feel me? What do you think? You think Inter Milan gonna make the top four in the Serie A? You know what I mean? You think, and do you think Inter should sell Skriniar? They number one
mm,
center back. You know what I mean?
mm.
Let me know what you guys think.
All right, so here's all the matchups for myself because I forgot and anyone else who wanted to know. So you got Juventus and Tottenham. Um, let's break that down. What do we think about Juventus and Tottenham?
What I think about Juventus and Tottenham?
Yeah, that matchup. Who do you like?
Woo! I think Tottenham got enough in their power to break down Juventus defense. But Juventus, man, it's one of the teams, the few teams in Europe that still defend as a unit. And everybody got like a little square area to occupy, and they do it and they track back. You know what I mean? And then when they put on they substitutes, you know, Godardo coming in, it's like he's an engine. He played defense, offense. He's a threat with the ball at his feet. He's speedy. So that could be a problem for Tottenham. But I think Pochettino knows, you know what I mean? If he could beat Juventus, that definitely opened the door for him to get another job if you know what I mean? Like that's just gonna complete his resume at Tottenham, even though he didn't win no trophies. Being Juventus and moving on to the final eight, I think that's an accomplishment for him to get a better summer job to leave Tottenham.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
He's auditioning right
I
now.
think it'll. I think it'll be tougher than people think. Somebody just said. Marlon says Juventus will win against Tottenham. A lot of people are saying that. Let's see, Juventus with the experience. Yeah, Juventus could, but be close 3-2. Um, Let me see. Somebody brought up Porto. Um, Let me see. Angelo says Spurs, cockney bastards. I don't know. I think that'll be tougher than people think. I think Spurs will give Juventus a good tie. If I had to pick, I actually would go with Tottenham. See, I want to play Tottenham again at some point this season. I'm still, I want
Why
to
you
get
so
back.
salty, bro?
Yeah, man, I want to get back at them. I want to play them again. But also, I want to see the Premier League teams do well. And I think if we can match up with as many Premier League teams and for the rest of this competition, that might increase our chances. To be honest,
The Champions
so
League
I'm
just
gonna go.
proved the worth. The Champions League just proved the worth of the Premier League teams. You know what I'm saying? The worth of the Premier League like campaign basically. We got Liverpool, Manchester City, you know what I mean, Manchester United, Tottenham. We got what, 4 teams, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We got
Oh,
four
okay.
teams in the final 16.
Yeah. Okay, Frank, what's up? My bad. He says Angel is his middle name, and it's Angel Love Vegan. Got it. Got it. So Frank, I guess. Yeah, Ray M says don't sleep on Spurs. They might get the Madridistas. Yeah, I think Spurs could beat them. It wouldn't be surprise to me. And Chelsea, 5 teams, bro. Yeah,
My bad.
yeah. We got a lot of teams from the Premier League. All right, so let's go on to FC Basel and Man City. What do you guys think? What do you think, Greg?
Man City. But
Oh,
I'm
that
pushing for I'm pushing for FC Basel to give a good fight. Man City gonna come in the Premier League and actually drop some points.
yeah. I think Basel could really give City a good tie. Personally, um, Mame says
But imagine
disrespecting
if
Chelsea
Basel
already.
beat them.
I think they could. I think they could. Ray M says City easily. A lot of people are saying City, of course, for obvious reasons. I haven't seen enough of Basel, so I don't really know. But I know that they have done really well against Premier League teams in this competition, namely Liverpool.
They lost
So,
their top center back, Black.
huh? What'd you
They
say?
lost their top center back.
I thought he was going in the
They
summer.
sold it. Nah, they sold him to Dortmund. He went already. The January transfer window.
Oh, right. Okay, I don't know why I thought that was for next season. Damn. Okay. Um, that makes me mad that we couldn't get a Kanji, man. I love the Kanji. But yeah.
But
Uh,
if City, imagine City lose in the round of 16, that's sad.
I mean, again, I think it's possible. I think these teams that many people don't know a lot about, they have nothing to lose, and I think they can really shock some teams. Frank says we're going to knock Spurs out in the quarters. Hope so. Basel beat United.
Yeah,
Haha. Marlon says.
I never see whatever, bro. But I never seen such fans want to see a team for a third time when they got their ass whooped so bad before. And then they went. This game was supposed to be the revenge game. You guys tied, and now y'all want a chance in one of the biggest stages. All right, man. I see y'all guys asking for an ass whooping. I hope we meet you guys in the Champions League, man.
You
I
don't want
hope.
that. You know you don't. You don't.
Oh,
Come on now. Come on now. Let me see. Yeah, a lot of people saying City's going to smash them. The away leg might be interesting though. Yeah. KDB, different animal in Champions League, says Ray. Mommy says, yeah, exactly. They have nothing to lose. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see. Real Madrid, PSG. That's one of the best. That's one of the best ones for me.
PSG.
Yeah, I'm going Real Madrid. Pedigree.
What?
Yeah. They do well in the Champions League. We already know that. PSG have never shown me anything, and just getting Neymar is not enough for me to take out Madrid. I just don't see it.
I think PSG finally have a squad that could go toe to toe with Real.
Dominic says, "Ha ha ha!" As if United wanted Liverpool in the Champions League. Exactly.
Dominic a hater, bro. He been hating for a whole hour, bro.
Frank says, "You obviously don't know European nights at Anfield."
Like I said, I only remember victories.
Right. Marlon says, "Basel are capable of winning versus City." I agree. Madrid, I guess is what Ray said. PSG has a mental problem. I'm telling you. And their midfield and defense is not on point, says Mame. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's first of all due respect to the French league, but it is the French league. You know what I mean? And PSG, with all the money they have, they should probably be dominating that league like they usually do. But for PSG, it's all about attacking flair. You know what I mean? I don't really see much defensively that impresses me. If anybody can tell me anything different or their opinion, please do. But again, Real Madrid, people are sleeping on Real Madrid simply because they've been having a bad patch in the league. A really bad patch, actually, let's be real. But it's still Real Madrid. They still, in my opinion, on paper, man for man, better players across that pitch, in my opinion. If you look at goalkeeper to forward, they have better players, in my opinion. So I don't rate Cavani. I think he's overrated. Mbappe is good, young, but hasn't really proven much in the Champions League. So again, it's just Neymar. There's nothing there for me that would say that they win. Now they could for sure beat them because they got a decent squad, but I think Madrid win.
Black, I got a two-part question for you.
Okay.
You think Man City play attracting football?
Attractive football? You said attractive football?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think at times, yeah. At times, yeah.
So you think you'll ever get bored of it, just like we did with Barcelona?
Oh well, I don't think. I mean, I think that's a. I don't. You can't compare the two. I mean, I know they got Pep Guardiola, but they're nowhere near, in my opinion, the level of entertainment you can say with those Barcelona teams. I don't think they have the players. I think also you got to give Pep credit because again, some of these players might not even be considered world class necessarily, but they're playing close to that level or playing really good under him. So I mean, I hope they get. I hope this is just a one year thing. I mean, I'm hoping that, of course, they're going to improve in the summer and buy more players. But I'm hoping that other teams, especially Liverpool, of course, naturally I'm going to say that, can improve as well, and that City's not, because everybody is assuming that City's going to continue to do this year after year after year now. They got Pep. They're having a good season now. A lot of people think they're going to repeat. It's hard to do that in Premier League. They got a good squad. We'll see. We'll see. Good question, though. Yeah, Mame says the French league doesn't give them enough competition. I agree.
But this is the year Neymar get the Ballon d'Or,
Maybe.
If he beat Real Madrid and win the Champions League, go and win the World Cup, he is the winner. I don't want to hear nobody saying Messi or Ronaldo. He is the winner.
Somebody asks, I think Frank was asking who you support. Yeah, Man United for sure. Let me see. Mame says, but the problem with PSG plays top French league teams, they suffer because they're not used to tough matches with big atmospheres, especially when they play away. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the games of these final matches. But I personally also like the Sevilla and United matchup. I think that'll be good. Liverpool know a lot about Sevilla.
2-1 win away, 2-0 win, 3-1 win at home.
Okay, yeah, you're sleeping on Sevilla. That's cool though. You're sleeping on them. But we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Liverpool and Porto game, the game gonna be high scoring.
A lot of people say that. It could be. I don't know. I think when the draw came out, a lot of people were celebrating as if Porto was some trash team, but they're not. They're definitely not. So, we got to be ready, man, and ready for a fight on Valentine's Day when we go out to Portugal and play them.
They're about to break your hearts on Valentine's Day. That's sad.
No, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting game there. Okay, last few we got Chelsea. But wait, well, what are you guys' opinions about Porto and Liverpool? Leave them in the comments. The next game is Chelsea Barcelona.
Woo! I did a prediction way back before all this Chelsea shit started going on. I said Chelsea could have the chance to upset them, but now looking the way things are, man, Barcelona just gonna take them and beat them to death. But Chelsea got a chance because fucking Coutinho can't play. He can't play, so they stuck with Iniesta for 2 games. But it depends on how the coach basically, use Iniesta in the league. So they probably gonna make Coutinho start every game when they close to that Champions League match, just so Iniesta could be fully fit. But Chelsea, it's a football game. The ball haven't kicked yet, so Chelsea have a chance as well.
Yeah. Van Dijk, LFC, it's the Champions League. Quite frankly, there are no easy games. I agree, man. I agree. Dominic says I can see Porto taking the first leg, but at Anfield, I think we'll smash them.
That's what I said.
I said. Yeah, I mean, it's important to perform well in Porto and bring something back. Sure, a draw wouldn't be the worst thing, but I hope we can go there and get a win. However, we got to do it. To be honest, however we got to do it. If we can get the win, that'd be good. Mame says Barker gonna punish Chelsea. Won't even watch the game. Yeah, so you ain't gonna watch? Yeah, I think again, Who knows, man? It's a crazy game. Maybe Chelsea comes up and shocks everybody. I don't know. I don't see it, but it could happen, obviously.
So what's
Barcelona,
the upset to you in the round of 16?
Sevilla over Man United for one.
Oh
Um,
wow, you're
yeah,
a hater.
yeah. And then I'm going Besiktas over Bayern actually, and
Oh, for real?
yeah, and Basel over City. Those are my three
Woo.
upsets. I'm probably wrong,
I'm
but
pick.
those are the ones. I think I'll get at least one of those. But I mean that's my opinion. I think
It
Besiktas
don't
is
sound that bad though.
Is underrated. I think they got some really good players in their team, and could cause Bayern some problems. We'll see. I don't know. See what happens with that. The Shakhtar Donetsk versus Roma is an
Roma. I'm
interesting one
picking
as
Roma.
well. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well. Shakhtar seem to always have some great players coming through, namely Brazilians that come through. We wanted to get Teixeira a season or two ago. Didn't work out. He ended up going to the Chinese league. I don't even know if he's doing much. But we might. It'd been interesting to see if we had him in this team right now. You know, playing on that wing. You know, for Salah or Mane. But anyway, that's an interesting tie. I haven't watched either one of them much this season. I think Roma is one of those teams.
They like
They're really up.
creativity.
You said they lack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what's up with them. But we'll see. Ray M says Porto getting smoked. Mane due for a big game, boys. Very due, and Bobby has scored since City one game.
Why everybody keep like going on off top on my name for saying he's due for a good game? He's been having good games.
I
It's
know,
just
bro.
like everybody needs to chill out.
I know we talked about that before. I mean, everybody's got their opinion. I mean, he's got I think 9 goals. I'm not sure what he had last season, maybe 11, 12, something like that.
So he's on pace to break the record.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think it feels that way because people get nervous because it feels like if Salah's not doing this thing, well, scoring goals, then who else is going to do it in certain games? That's proven to be true. Without Salah, we would have dropped a few points in some of these games. But I think Mane is doing all the right things for the most part. I would like to see him take players on a little bit more. That's a little frustrating, especially on that left. I know he prefers the right, but this is what it is. And it's cool. I mean, I think he's again getting in the right place at the right time, doing the right things. A lot of things just aren't coming off for him. He's getting a little unlucky, but I think he's going to turn. I think, like you said, he's due for a good performance soon. So, I mean, not a good performance soon, but he's due to get some goals, I believe. And hopefully, when that happens, that'll put some of these people that'll shut some of these people up who think that he's in bad form or he's a bad player all of a sudden or whatever. So, see, Madrid beating PSG is my upset. I don't think that's an upset though. Do you think Madrid beating PSG? Maybe it is. Maybe it is an upset. I don't think that's considered an upset though.
It is because you see what you said. Oh, Real Madrid that's their tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So it is an upset. Neymar is just trying to come up. You know what I mean? He's just trying to come up. But the thing is, who's been the best player for you so far? Your top like 3 players. Top
In
5.
in the Champions League?
And the Premier League more mainly.
Oh, Premier League. Oh,
All over.
well, let me focus on the Premier League because I watch that the most. But
Yeah, let's do that then.
I would say Mo Salah for sure. You got to say, especially after the game today, you got to say Aguero, and I think it's been really good for him that Jesus is out right now because he's back to being a man, and that worked out good for him. So I got to put Aguero. He's up there with. I think he's probably close to Salah and Kane now. We're getting 4 goals today, so I got to check. But I would say who else? I think Conte is always going to be up there for me. I think he's just so important to any team that he plays for. So Conte, I'd say. Who else? I would say you probably got to put. You know what? I'm gonna put the keeper from City up there.
Yeah.
I think he's been amazing this season. And he has that De Gea effect. If they're not having a really great game or something, he can definitely, help out defensively and keep goals away. And then you got to go with Kane. I hate to say it, but you got to go with Kane. He's doing his thing. Got the 100th goal, whatever. Scored again today, um, and the London Derby. So you got to say him. But yeah,
um,
um,
I would
go
go
ahead.
with Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso. I would go with De Gea.
Good one. Good one. Good one.
I would go with the player Mo Salah. I'll take Salah too, and I would go for. I'm trying to put another defender in there. Otamendi. I think he's having the season of his life. Otamendi,
Yeah, he's
and I
playing
would
good.
go. And I would go with. Oh man, it's a hard one. I'm trying to leave Kane out of it.
I know, right? I mean, you got to give him his
I
respect.
can't. Yeah, I can't. I put him in there. That's my top like best players so far in the Premier League. Other than that, I mean, there's a few more honorable mentions, but other than that, everybody just been up and down, up and down. But if you take City out of the equation, the Premier League is so exciting because it's so close. But then you look at the first place, then you're like, huh. It's like it would have been more interesting watching like City play today if they didn't have that many points ahead. You know what I
Right.
mean? But it's just like, all right, if they lose, we were just banking on them to lose. You know what I mean? It's like we don't even watch like if it was close, the Premier League would have been way, way better. But still, they make a story out of that shit, boy. You know they ain't gonna lose.
Yeah. Um, so who did we talk about? Oh, Bayern Besiktas, I guess, is the last team.
I think you're
Um,
making a terrible mistake by not picking Bayern, man. Bayern is on fire.
they're on fire in the league, but again, I think the Champions League, you can't. It's hard to really. I mean, I don't think you can really add in what's going on with teams, what they're doing in their own specific leagues, because that has nothing to do with the Champions League, really. I mean, yeah, sure, if you just came off a good win, it could give you some confidence, but with a lot of these teams, it's unknowns. I mean, you got tape and film the coaches can show them, but a lot of these teams, you don't really know because you don't see them often. It's just random teams. FC Basel, Shakhtar, Besiktas, even Sevilla and Porto to a degree. So, it's what teams are doing in the league for me don't really have much of a bearing when it comes to the Champions League. So we'll see. I mean, you see what Bayern's doing in the German league. Again, another league where, all due respect, they're going to be doing well in that league year in, year out. I mean, they just are. They're dominating that league. I saw how much they're winning that league right now, and it's just ridiculous, man. Like it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, you can say the same with City though. They're smoking in our league too, but
But it
you
don't
know,
happen every year.
yeah. So it's just like that's just ridiculous. Seeing the point stretch is crazy. So
The
everybody's fighting
the
that league, the three spots under them. But
the Premier League is the hardest league to repeat as champions.
yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely. We see that for sure every season. Oh, let me. So Mame said the Sixers sold their best striker. But that's funny because if that's their best striker, he's a bum to me. Tolson. I mean, he's slow.
He's garbage, bro. I don't like this guy at all.
He looks more like a cab driver than a football player. I just don't. I don't even know. This guy is just like. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't rate him. The fact that Everton got him, I already knew he wasn't going to be that good. Because when do Everton ever produce?
Yeah.
I mean, the only player that Everton's brought in the last, I don't know, few seasons to me is Gay and maybe to an extent Balassi. Other than that, there's nobody else in their team that they brought in from somewhere else that I rate. Theo Walcott, no. I
It's like a
mean,
retirement home.
yeah, I don't. I like the young guy they got, Tom Davies, but they don't. I mean, I think the guy from Swansea they got. What's the guy they got from Swansea?
Sigerson.
Yeah, I think he's okay, but another guy that to me he's a bit overrated. I mean, he's one of those guys that I think he would like to be in the mode of a De Bruyne or a Christian Eriksen, but he's just not.
He have flashes.
Yeah, exactly. He's hot and cold, and often two times cold. Um, Adam says good night. All right, bro. Thanks for stopping by. So Dominic, you rate Tosin. Okay, maybe I just haven't seen enough of him. I don't really see what the hype is though. If there was any
Have he
hype,
even got his start yet in the Premier League?
I want to say he started the first game that they had when he signed him, first or second, and he was doo-doo. He was straight trash. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. But Mommy says yes, but he was their best goal scorer. I mean, okay, that's fine. I mean, I get it, but clearly if they sold him, they got somebody else who they believe in maybe just as much or more. I mean, if you sell your best striker, you must have, I would assume, if you're not Liverpool, you must have something lined up. I mean, if you're saying that's their best striker, so to me that says a lot. You sell him to Everton. I don't know how much they got for him. So there must be somebody else on the team that they're trusting in. So we'll see. He scored 5 goals in group stages, though. Okay.
Yo, ask
Who,
my mate.
who was in Besic's group stage? Anybody know? If anybody knows, let me know. Were they against? I mean, I don't want to make excuses. Listen, maybe he's good. I don't know.
I don't rate him.
What I've seen of him, I don't rate him. That's just my opinion. I don't rate him at all. Frank says good night. All right, bro. Oh, you talking to Adam? My bad. Ray M says Calvert-Lewin is a boss, but in wrong system.
Who?
Exactly. Who? Nah, Calvert-Lewin, the young striker they got.
I don't even know the guy.
Everton. Dominic Walsh, don't rate him for Everton. However, in Champions League with Besiktas, he was great. Different systems, I guess.
He's probably a system player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, Mame said he started in the first game and was outshined by Nias. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying he was the best. He was their best goal scorer, as if he might have been, a good player. Maybe he was in the Turkish league. But yeah, I mean, he just doesn't. He doesn't really fit the bill for me. Oh, so you said Monaco was in their group, RB Leipzig and Porto. Okay,
that was an easy group.
So I guess that was yeah. I mean, that was a decent group. Porto, that was a decent group. Monaco wasn't really going to do much when they gave the whole team away. But yeah, he said they were first in the group. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right, man. So we pretty much wrapped a bunch of info on this one. Before we go again, Mame, please get in touch with us, man. Somehow, some way. And I put my Twitter on here if you want to DM me there or whatever. I'll do it again right now. But definitely get in touch with us. We got a lot of time before that, but before the World Cup, and let's see if we can arrange some kind of coordinate some kind of video chat or something. So let us know. And it was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, Greg, do you want to do one tomorrow? Maybe. I guess we can talk about it. We'll see. See how you feel.
Yeah, we could do one tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, guys. Down to 6 viewers now. Thank you for the guys who have stayed through tonight with us. We really, really appreciate that, man. And the more you guys come out in the comment section, the more we will do these. So we're gonna sign off, and we will see you guys soon.